Hi everyone. It is now Monday, which you'll know because that's the day I generally start my new vlogs on. Monday. Is this man literally staring at me? So I should have rung the doctors today, to be honest, but I didn't because my doctor's on holiday. So I know if you're ill, like it shouldn't really matter who you go to see, but there's two doctors there that I don't like because they don't listen, they don't want to know, and it's difficult when you're ill and you've got all these symptoms and basically the doctor's not listening. So I feel better in some ways but worse in other ways. Like I don't feel as lethargic flu-like, but I've got a lot of pain and discomfort and a temperature and a headache, and then I'm cold as well. Just getting some petrol receipts together because obviously I'm self-employed but I'm not working, but still I don't buy as much diesel as I once did because obviously I don't go anywhere, but I wanted to get them together. There's probably some floating around the place in the car. I do try and shove them all in the middle bit, but he literally thinks I'm having a full-on conversation with myself, and I know you can't see me and I can't be bothered. So week 11 is going up in 2 parts for once because I didn't film all weekend. Partly because I'm ill, partly because I'm feeling a little bit down and not in a happy place, which is obvious if you're feeling down you're not in a happy place. I want something to put my chewing gum in. I wonder if it'll fit in a sweet wrapper. I'm feeling very fluey now, do you know, today. Quite snotty, fluey, headachy, which I don't want to feel. My antibiotics run out tomorrow, so it's like, do I ring triage tomorrow or do I wait till Wednesday? There's this guy walked out of the shop once, full on stirred me out, walked down to his car, walked back up and fully stirred me out again and walked back down to his car. If he had a guide dog, I'd say it was Paul Murphy from Blackburn CID. You park wherever, unless, well, typically you do leave spaces free. Like my space was rarely ever taken where I last lived. I lived in an end of terraced house, but also there was parking space at the side of the house as well. So if someone did take my space, I would just park at the side of my house, which sometimes I prefer to park there anyway. Anyway, you just don't park wherever you want. Like if you like a chav and you live on a council estate and have no class or manners or education, then yeah, you do dump your car, like, you know. But for the most part, people, oh god, there is actually a person sat in that car and I've been talking away and he's just looking at me. I did not realise, because there was a car parked in front of me till about 30 seconds ago, but even so, he could still see me the whole time and I've just been talking away. Anyway, they basically parked right behind my car, and I literally mean right behind it. So if I wanted to go out, I would have had to turn around, my car around, but there wasn't room to turn the car around because of where they'd dumped that big van. And also the thing that was annoying as well was the fact that they had room next to the van to park. So, you know, to dump the car outside someone else's house, it's bang out of order. That's our house. You don't just park outside someone's house. Like, do you know what's wrong with you? Like, it's just not on. There's plenty of parking down there. There's only one other house that parks on that thing, and they only take up one space, which leaves 3 spaces. So they've got 3 car spaces. And also, like the last lot, they can double park themselves if they really, really want to. And then if not, you can park just off our street. And that's where, like sometimes if they double parked and there was no room, they would go and park not at the side of our house, but across from the side of our house. So, because I said to my dad, if they're still there, you're gonna have to go and knock on the door. And he weren't happy about that, but he also agrees that they really shouldn't be parking where they parked last night. It was literally right behind my car. Like, I wouldn't just go and park outside someone's house if I was, like, especially overnight. If I was just popping in someone's house for half an hour and there was nowhere else to park, then yeah. But there's all the side of the street. There's the rest of the street, this part of the street you turn on before you come onto our part of the street. So if that carries on, something will have to be said, because you don't just turn up on a street and start dumping your car wherever you want. You don't do that to people. It's wrong. You don't park outside the house. And I wish that guy in NL56YRR would stop staring at me. Obviously got nothing better to do. Anyway, I'm at the shop. I was in 2 minds about doing the shop today or not. I washed my hair last night because I thought I was going to the doctor's today. Then I talked myself out of going to the doctor's, and the main reason was I was still up at 6 this morning and I'd set an alarm for 10:30 so I could ring triage about 11, so I was going to get and have a shower and start getting ready and ring at 11. But when I saw what time it was, I was like, no, I'm not getting up in 4.5 hours time, because I won't go back to sleep today. And I didn't get much more sleep anyway. I woke up about 11, fell asleep for half an hour, woke up, and then I was awake and I was just laid there for hours. So I was meant to come out at 4, then 5:30, and then it got to like 5:15, and I was like, I'm going. I don't really need much. I did want to go up B&M. I'm at the supermarket right now, and that guy is still staring at me. I wouldn't just sit and stare at someone who was talking to themselves. So yeah, I'm dreading going home and finding that they've literally parked right outside my house in my space. You don't just park outside someone else's house. If you live in a detached house, you don't do it. It's not the done thing. Obviously, because they're renting the house, they're probably on benefits. I mean, it's a 3-story, 4-bedroomed house, but, you know, I had trouble from one of the neighbours that lived behind us, and she was on benefits with her children from hell. And she made my life hell as well. For like 4 or 5 months before they got evicted, and yes, they got evicted. And then the landlord put the house up for sale. Anyway, if I can't park, I'm getting my dad to come home and knocking on the door. I'm not putting up with it. You can't do that to people. I don't feel safe parking anywhere else. Anyway, the reason, well, one of the reasons I didn't film was obviously my health. I've been struggling with my health. I spent majority of the weekend in bed. Like, I didn't leave my bedroom till 6 o'clock yesterday, but I was up. Oh God, I was up all Friday night, and then I had about 4 hours sleep broken, like an hour awake for 2 hours, an hour awake for an hour awake for half an hour, and things like that. And then the same happened again. Oh, the people in the car next to me is back. I honestly don't know what's wrong with me. I'm struggling with sleep. Like, it takes me all night to get to sleep, and I get to sleep and waking up after an hour, and then I'm led there for 2. So I only had about 3 hours total Saturday going into Sunday. Well, I had most of them Sunday morning. Well, I think I had 1 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. So I'm exhausted, and last night I didn't get much more. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so tired, and I think that's not helping with the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling all flu-like today. Like, I don't know where it's come from, because I felt a little bit better than this yesterday, and I don't know if it's because I've only had 1 drink today. I've had 2 lots of painkillers because I had some an hour ago when I came out, and I'd only had the other lot 2 hours before that. I've had 1 antibiotic today. I've still got 2 more to take. So I don't know if I'm ringing the doctors tomorrow, but then it means, am I going to ring Wednesday? If not, am I going to ring Thursday, Friday? I don't know. Like, I know if I get really ill, I'll definitely ring Friday, because I don't want to be seriously unwell over the weekend, because it's nothing worse, is there? But it's like I've got my 31 challenges, and it's the 11th of March, and I've done about 3. It's the walking ones I'm going to struggle with, like the 2 20-minute walks and the 4 15-minute walks, the 15-minute exercise 4 times, the 100 stairs, set of stairs, not individual stairs, my 10,000 steps. Things like that are going to be really difficult to do, especially with the amount of pain I'm in at the moment and how ill I feel. And I've got like 20 days to go, so 1/3 of the month has gone. I need to keep looking at it and reading it, and then just keep reminding myself I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. and then hopefully I'll just do things without, you know, thinking about it. It's like I haven't filmed a video for tomorrow, and I was going to do it tomorrow, but then that means uploading it on 4G. My 4G is quite low and I've still got quite a few days of the month to go. I think I've got 2 weeks left to go. So do I film a video where you can't see me? And then it's like, which video option have I got? I don't have many options for that option, really. That guy's still fully staring at me. He's obviously waiting for someone to do the shopping. So I kind of watched something the other night, and I don't want to talk about what, because if I do, I have too much to say on the subject, and it would probably end up being like 5 hours long. Like, I do have a lot to say on the subject. And what I watched the other night has affected me quite a lot. Something I believed for as long as I can remember has kind of been shattered, taken away from me, changed by watching what I've watched. And I started watching this thing with a particular mindset that what I was going to watch wouldn't change what I thought or felt or believed in. And it wasn't until nearly halfway through that I started to think slightly differently, or think what I believed in may not be right. And the more I watched, the more what I've believed in and what I've believed faded, was taken away from me, was destroyed, was lost. Something that I'd always believed, something that had always been important to me, just went. And I feel like I've lost something big, but I don't know how to explain what I've lost, and I don't know how to feel about it. But it's opened my eyes to a few things, and it's changed my mindset on a lot, but it's also confused me and made me question life and people really, and question myself as well. Do you know, like, when you just... I'm trying to think of an example without saying what it is, because if I say what it is, I'm going to end up going on a 5-hour conversation about it, and I don't want to do that on the internet right now. But say someone told you something and you believed that person, you backed them, and you stood up for them no matter what people said about them. You stood up for them and you didn't believe what anyone ever said about them, because you thought you knew enough about this person to think, no, this person isn't like that. And then you hear something or see something, or someone says something to you that makes you think about this person differently, or look at what's gone on differently, or whatever. Just imagine you've just always believed in someone and then you find out after defending them for years and years and years that what people are saying is true, and you've just believed in them and believed everything they've said and never doubted them for 1 minute, but then there's something that just changes everything for you. So I don't know how I think or feel or what I want anymore. Like I've not known what I wanted for a long time because of how I feel, and because of my depression, anxiety, and what Melissa Chadwick alone did to me. It's been hell the last 2.5 years, and sometimes I think I'm going to get better and beat the way she's made me feel and get over it, and then there's times like now where I just think I'm never going to get better. And now, you know, what I've watched and what I've realised and what's gone on, not to me, it's nothing that's happened to me, it's reminded me of stuff that's happened to me. It's made me realise stuff about myself, but I just don't know what to do anymore. Because something I've believed in for as long as I can remember isn't what I thought it was. And that's all I can say, because I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to say why or what or how or who or whatever it is. I just know I'm struggling with how it's made me feel, and I'm in a lot of pain, and it's making me want to cry because the pain is literally just flared up, and I don't know what to do anymore because I'm sick of feeling ill. And I should have rung the doctors today, but I just wanted to have some sleep. But I didn't get much more sleep anyway. So, I'm at B&M, dying for a drink. I just bought a drink, but it's in the boot and I don't want to open it, but I do want to open it at the same time. I don't know what to do. Just don't feel well. I feel worse than I did yesterday. I know this lack of sleep ain't helping situations, but I need the toilet as well, and that's why I'm not going to have a drink, because there's no toilets around here. I just had to come via the police station because the back exit from the supermarket's closed. They're doing roadworks, so I came the back way but the opposite way, and you come via the police station. And I did a special wave when I went past. I think we all know what the wave was, especially for Melissa Chadwick and Paul Murphy. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I know what I want, but it's finding what I want, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've gotta go and find it. I'm taking one bag with me. I don't know what I'm going to do about tomorrow's video, because if I end up going to the doctor's tomorrow, who knows what time my appointment is. I might, if I ring early enough, I might end up in the morning, but I might not end up there in the morning. I'm dreading who's on triage. That's the problem. That's what's stopping me, because there's 2 doctors I don't want to see, and the chances are I'm going to end up having to see one of them. One's worse than the other. Well, they're both as bad as each other, to be honest. They've both got the negatives, and both negatives are just, some are the same and some are different. I'd rather see the doctor that's retiring, but I don't know if he's in tomorrow. If he is he on triage? If he's not on triage but he's in, am I going to get booked in with him? Who knows? Do you know what? I was hoping I'd see him last week, because he actually was the one who rang back. He did the call back, and I was hoping he'd book me in with him, but he booked me in with my doctor, probably thinking I would want to see her. But I wanted to see him because it would have been the last time I would see him in a patient capacity. But I feel like I'm going to get upset about it. I feel like upset now thinking about him leaving, so I think I would probably get upset. But I would like to see him. He leaves on like the 31st. It's his last day, and I'm sad about it. Because you get used to seeing people, don't you? I think the first time I saw him I was 19. It's when my mum took me and she wouldn't let me speak. And he kept going, Melanie's an adult, she can answer. I'm her mother, I know what's wrong with her. She didn't, she was just talking rubbish, and because I didn't have any confidence or anything, I just sat there like. Then she told him what medication to give me, because that's what my mum does. And then I don't know if she took me one more time, but the time I saw him the first time without my mum, he said, thank you for not bringing your mother with you. And I was like, because I know. Yeah, anyway, I would prefer to see him if I could, but even if he's in, it doesn't mean the other doctor's going to book me in with him. But that would be my hope. I would like to. I was a bit disappointed he didn't book me in with him last week, to be honest. But he probably thought I wanted to see my doctor, which I do for the most part, but it would have been nice to see him one last time, because the last time I saw him was last year when I got an emergency appointment with him. I'm home. Do you know what? I literally feel like I could go to bed. Do you know when you get really exhausted and you're just struggling to keep your eyes open? That's how I'm feeling right about now. Got a headache, even though I'm not due any painkillers till about 9 o'clock. My makeup's probably smudged, but who cares? Where's the dog? Literally just knocked everything over. Good job there wasn't a drink there. My eyes are so bloodshot. Look. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. I've also got yellow eyes as well. Does anyone know what yellow eyes mean? It means jaundice. I had jaundice last year. I never talked about it, did I? Because I don't put all my life on here, believe it or not. The stuff that goes on and the stuff that is going on that I won't talk about. God, the cooker's a mess. So yeah, I didn't talk about it because I didn't think it was anyone's business, and I know the police watch my videos. I don't know if they watch them all now, but I've been told they still watch them. So so I wasn't going to discuss the fact I had jaundice, but I did have jaundice. I was very ill. They wanted me to have operations and all sorts, and I refused. It's probably why I'm so sick all the time. So I need to clean the cooker before I get out what I bought. Do you know what? I was walking around B&M, and there's stuff I probably missed, and because my head's hurting and because I feel exhausted, I didn't look properly for what I wanted. But it just meant I spent less money. And I thought I'd spent about £13 and it was £9.97. I was like, what? So I need to clean. I'm pretty sure I cleaned this cooker this morning, but obviously I didn't. Oh, Christmas tree. Yeah, in regards to what I was saying in the car before about watching something and it affecting me, and just something I've always believed in and thought and for so many years, like since I was maybe 14, 15, it's just kind of come crashing down around me, and the realisation, and it's hard having this realisation and these thoughts that I'm having and these feelings, because like I don't have anyone to talk to about how I'm feeling. Like, you know I need to have counselling and stuff, but I need counselling for what the police have done, and I don't know what I'm meant to be dealing with first, what the police did and how they're making me feel in my current life, or what's happened to me in the past that's also obviously affecting me as well, apparently. But now I've got, it's just knocked me for 6, and I don't know what I want anymore. And I know I didn't know what I wanted anyway, but I just was going along in my own little kind of routine that I've got, where I'm just sick all the time. Whatever, whenever, like if I felt going to the shop, I'd go to the shop, and basically that's all I'm doing. But I don't know, it's just affected me a lot, and I don't know who to talk to or tell about how I'm feeling. Like, my doctor's on holiday, but when she gets back, do I talk to her about this? Because I've got other stuff I need to talk about, and I never get everything talked about because there's always something new. Like, especially with my health. So I'm going to show you what I've got. Cooker's nice and clean. From B&M first. So it was £9.97 and I got 8 items. Ooh, what was the most expensive? Oh, I'll show you what the most expensive was. I actually thought these were going to be cheaper than what they were. So this is to do with two of my 31 challenges. Just because I don't want to get paint on the carpet. I mean, it's only a motion. If you clean it off straight away, it won't. But this just will make my life a little bit easier. £2.99 for a 3-pack. Then I picked up 25 refuge sacks from my dad's office. I was going to drop them off, but I was so exhausted and headachy, I just was like, he's coming home anyway, so he can take them with him himself. I got drawstring ones. I got a small bottle of water to take out and about with me because I don't drink enough, and these are the perfect size. I could have got more, but I just wanted to get out the shop. Now, before Christmas, I picked one of these up, and they lived in my downstairs toilet, and it literally ran out about a week ago. And if you would have watched my last weekly vlog, part 2 of week 10, you would have seen I replaced it with something else. But today, they had these in, so I got 2, because I've not seen them since the first time I bought one. They smell amazing, the scent lasts. It's quite strong, but in a good way. So even though I've got a new thing in there, one of those gel ones, you can barely smell it. So I'm going to whack one of these in. I'll show you what I've got in, even so you don't have to refer back to the vlog if you don't want to. I've got the kettle on for this. Again, I should have picked up a couple, but I do have some stuff for lunch this week anyway. I've got a soup, I've got salad. Oh, I forgot to pick another pack of salad leaves up. Oh God. I've got 2 other noodle pots, and there's probably other stuff I can eat. So I'm going to have this now. I'm gonna have my main meal about 9 o'clock. Then there's two things I've been after for a while. Astonish window and glass with vinegar for a streak-free shine. My conservatory glass is always smeared to hell, and so's the glass in my shower, but then again that's bloody got lime scale on, I can't ever get off. So that, I think they're like 75p, aren't they, or is it a pound? It was 75p. And then I got something else that I wanted from Astonish for ages, and they've never had it. They've never had the window and glass either, so they also sell polar pine, which that's what I just cleaned the cooker with, and I'm impressed. So I didn't want to clean it too much because, oh my god, Astonish oven and cookware cleaner tackles the jobs other cleaners can't with no harsh chemicals. I have finally got my hands on it. Excited, does not even come close. It's cruelty free. I think all Astonish stuff is cruelty free and vegan anyway. Honestly, it's like a paste. It's like a paste. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, I should have picked two up because it'll probably sell out and then I'll want some more. But I have a stainless steel hob. You can use it on any hob. You can use it on a glass hob, a ceramic hob. So I'm excited to try that, and I believe that's everything that I've, yeah it is. That's my, I want to say Aldi. I should have gone in Aldi. And that's my B&M haul. My dad's here, so I'm going to do this super quick. I've got 7 of these. They're still on offer for 60p. There was only 7 strawberry, otherwise I would have got more. Nurofen, I loved them last year. I've still got a full box of them. I mean, I've got an unopened one. Paracetamol, onion, another packet of them. Potatoes, bread, 3 large orange lucasades, a small orange lucasade, and some love corn in barbecue. And that was like the quickest thing ever, but my dad's home. So I've dragged my sick body out of the house. Just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I've had to come to the shop because there's things we need, and I'm hoping one of the things I've come this shop for, I'm not at Tesco, I can actually get here. Otherwise I'm going to end up having to go to Tesco, maybe B&M. I don't want to say what it is because not everything that goes on in my life comes on here. Contrary to popular belief, and I've said this millions of times, you know, a lot of people think that what's shown in vlogs, whether it's mine or a big YouTuber or another small YouTuber or YouTubers bigger than me, they think that's their life, that's all they do, that's all that's going on in their life. No, what we put on here, we decide what we want to go on here, like turn your headlights off, like great. What we choose to put on here, we choose to put on here. I know I don't edit too much out, but I'm careful of what I say. Like, I don't want everyone knowing everything about my life. You don't need to know everything about my life. I just put on similar stuff to what I've always put on, except for I don't put on as much as I did. I don't talk about certain people, I don't talk about certain conversations, I don't say everywhere I've been, everyone I've seen, everyone I've spoken to. I've got to have a private life. I'm not going to put my entire life on here. I know there's certain people who, oh my god, again, Some people are the absolute idiots of the world. Turn your headlights off, you idiots. Oh, come on, just go or turn your headlights off. Yeah, I'm putting back on again. And finally go. I just don't put everything on here, and there's stuff going on, like always, that I don't talk about. There's a lot of stuff I don't talk about and never have done. I don't come on here and talk about what's happened to me or things like that. Yeah, I've talked about the police, but I think, you know, there should be a governing body who aren't the police, because professional standards or unprofessional standards are so unprofessional that they just side with the police, because they are the police investigating the police, so of course they're going to side with the police, and every now and then there's so much overwhelming evidence they can't get rid of it, but still they don't get the true punishment that they should get, that other people would get for doing the same things. But I'm not on here to talk about the police. I don't want to talk about the police. We all know Melissa Chadwick is the main cause of how I feel. That's it. But there is stuff going on. There's stuff that I'm finding difficult, and like I said yesterday, I've watched something recently also that's affecting me. It's like turned my life upside down in a way, my thoughts and my feelings, and a lot of things really have been affected by something I've seen. But you know, there's other stuff going on that's affecting me, and I'm trying to not cry, because I don't want to cry. I just want to go home because I feel really ill, and that's not helping. In an ideal world, I should ring the doctors tomorrow, but I want a bath tomorrow, and if I ring the doctors, I'm not going to be able to have a bath, because what will happen is, if I ring early enough, they'll get me in the morning, and if I ring late enough, I'll get in the afternoon, but I probably won't have time either way to have a bath. And I want a bath. I want to shave my legs. I've not shaved my legs for like a week. Like, that's a long time, and I know I can do it in the shower, but I always miss bits, and it's just not as good. So I've got a decision to make tonight. Am I going to ring the doctors tomorrow? If I do, I'm going to have a shower, even though I've just had one like an hour and a half ago, or just an hour ago actually. But I didn't wash my hair, because even though it's hair washing day, I could get away with another day, but I couldn't get away with another day tomorrow, so I'd have to wash it tonight, because I don't want to wake up early to have a shower to wash my hair so I could then ring the doctors, because I could get up and have a bath, but if my dad's at home I can't have the bath, and I don't know what time my dad's going to leave tomorrow. He could leave at 8 o'clock, or he won't leave at 8, he could leave at 10. That would give me an hour before I'd have to ring the doctor, so that'd be my bath and my shower time. But I can't rely on the fact that he might leave at 10, because it might be 10:30, it might be 11, I don't know. So I just don't know. So if I decide I'm going to ring the doctors tomorrow, I'm going to have a shower tonight. I'm going to have to try and shave in the shower, which is almost impossible, but if that's my only option, it's my only option. I just prefer to do it in the bath. But if I had a bigger shower cubicle, it'd be easier, but because it's a single shower cubicle, if it was a double one, I could stand away from the water and it'd make it easier. But there you go. So in an ideal situation, because I can't do it Thursday, there's something happening on Thursday that I'm not going to talk about, and it's not anything that's happening to me, it's something that's happening to someone else, but I'm kind of going to be there, but I'm not. It's hard to, because I'm not saying what it is. I don't want to say what it is. It's no one's business what it actually is. So then it'd leave Friday, but I'm getting more and more unwell. Different symptoms to last week. I don't have the flu thing anymore, thank God. I think the antibiotics have got rid of and it weren't flu, it was just flu-like symptoms, but I've got other stuff going on, and it's like, and then I'm going to end up with a doctor that I don't want, because my doctor's on holiday, and I know even if she's there, she might not be doing the triage. If she's doing the triage, if she can, she'll put me with her. If she's not doing the triage and she's there and another doctor rings and say there's only one other doctor in, there's then a 50-50 chance of me having her. But if there's 3 doctors in, then there's like a 33.3% chance of getting her. But I'd prefer to have that chance of having her, but because she's not there. And it's just easier for me because I feel more comfortable around her. I feel like I'd tell her everything, whereas I think if I had any of the other doctors, I'll avoid some symptoms. I know I will. And I just don't feel as comfortable. I do feel comfortable around the one that's retiring. Like if I got him, I'd be happy. I'd be like, yeah, definitely I get to see doctor one last time, and I'd be happy about that. I'd tell him anything. Like I said in another video, I would tell him anything. But I could end up with the 2 ones that I can't stand. Like, they're both as bad as each other in different ways. They both don't listen, then there's other things that they have bad points that are like... Anyway, there's just stuff going on that I don't talk about, and life's shit, basically. Oh God, I need to stop thinking about it. I just need to decide if I'm going to the doctors tomorrow. I've got a couple of hours to decide, because then I'll want to wash my hair and stuff and try and shave. I'll probably botch it up or cut myself, because that's what normally happens, because there's no room to do it and you've got the shower pouring on you and then the shower's washing off the shaving gel before you've even shaved. It's a bloody nightmare. I need to get home. I need to eat something. I need to go in this shop, and I'm hoping everything that I want's in this shop. If not, God knows. Hi everyone. So, it's going up for 3 in the morning. I'm casually, like, sat in bed. I've been up here for 2 hours because one of my challenges for March is to be in my room by 1 AM 10 times. This is number 2. Last night was number 1 because I realised it was the 11th and then obviously the 12th. So I was like, oh God, if I'm going to have chance of getting 10 times, I'm going to have to start it. So I'm going to try and do it as many nights in a row as I can, because I get the feeling if I don't continuously do it, I'll forget about doing it, and then I probably won't be able to do it. I probably won't do it Friday and Saturday night, let's be real, but Thursday night, so that'll be 3 nights, and then I probably won't do it Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, I don't know, and then try and get some next week. Also, another goal was it to be asleep by 3 o'clock 4 times. It's not going to happen tonight, I know that for a fact. So, and since I last spoke on camera, was it when I was outside the shop Tuesday, because it's Wednesday, well it's technically Thursday now. I managed to get everything that I wanted from the shop, which I was happy about. Came home, made my evening meal, and I decided I wasn't going to go to the doctors because I've put this channel first. I filmed videos today basically, so I woke up about 3 hours before my alarm, and I kind of laid in bed for ages, and then about less than 2 hours before my alarm I was like, I should lie down and go to sleep and get the sleep I need, because I'm tired, I'm not very well, I need some sleep. And obviously, you know, I didn't go to the doctors because I wanted to have my bath, because I said last night or Tuesday night I want to have my bath. I normally have it on a Monday, I just really wanted to have my bath. So I had my bath, shaved my legs and everything else, had my shower and everything, but literally I didn't go back to sleep. About an hour and a half before my alarm was due to go off, I was like, do you know what, I might as well stay awake, because it might take me an hour to get to sleep, and what's the point in going to sleep for half an hour, because I'll probably feel worse for doing that. So I got up and went downstairs, cleaned the bath first, and then I ran it and put some bubble bath in, Then I went downstairs and I had a cup of coffee, I had my breakfast, had some Lucozade, and I was like, I better get moving. So I came up here, washed my face, put a face mask on. I did my Himalayan one from the Body Shop here because there's a lot of stuff going on. And then I did my strawberry one on the rest of my face. Got in the bath, and I didn't film in the bath because I thought about it and I thought, no, I want to just chill out. I want some time to myself. I always film in the bath and I want to just relax. So I had my bath, came up here, put my phone on charge because it's on like 26%. And I knew I was going to be filming videos, so got in the shower, washed my hair. I did my purple shampoo because I've not done it for a few weeks. I did the really intense one by Bleach London. That can make my hair go lilac if I'm not careful, and I don't want to do that because it didn't wash out last time. So did that, and then when I got out, dried, moisturised, put this on, and my French Bulldog loungewear bottoms, went downstairs, and before I'd originally come for the bath, I put a gammon joint in the slow cooker on high with some pale barley and some water. For my dad, I don't like gammon. So I went down, chopped the vegetables up, put them in, carrots, potatoes, onion, with 2 vegetable stock cubes, some pepper, some oregano, and a tin of chopped tomatoes. Left it on high, fed the dog, had some soba noodles. What did I do? I think I had another Lucozade, and then I thought, right, I want to vac the house. In fact, before I had my bath, I used my Luxe floor scent on my dad's carpet. Shut the door because obviously the dog can't walk on it. So once I got the food cooking and I had my noodles and I had a drink, I vacked downstairs. I vacked the first lot of stairs, then I did the next floor, including the carpet that I'd put the floor scent on like an hour and a half, 2 hours earlier, probably an hour and a half earlier. Then I cleaned the bath because I'd had a bath and I'd obviously left it a little bit hairy. I walked in, I'm like, what's those little tiny little like dark things? And I was like, oh god, I shaved my legs, etc. So cleaned the bath. Again, I used something different to clean it. I used the Sif Active, whatever, Oxy-Active, whatever it's called. Then came up here, brushed my hair, put some hair product in, did my makeup, which is still on. I'm going to take it off in a minute. Did darker foundation on my face, and then I did the lighter one on my neck, and dried my hair. Stopped several times because I had messages that I needed to send and reply to, and I've been putting it off, and I thought I'll just do it, but then it put me about 20 minutes behind, and my dad's been coming home earlier, and I was like, oh god. So then I finished getting ready, I straightened my hair, put a top on, and then, well actually, I picked 2 tops out, and I already had a top in my filming room, my office, because the plan was to film 3 videos where you can see me facially. And then when I was looking at the time, I'm thinking I'm going to be lucky to get 1 done. So I did the one that I definitely want to go up on Sunday. And even though, when not last week? Yeah, so I just was like, right, I know which one I want to get up, and it took me longer to film it than I thought it would take. It's something like 30 facts about me, but I also add different things into some of the facts. So I'll say something about myself. Obviously that video should have gone up by now, but in case it doesn't, I won't allude to what these facts are because I might have changed my mind and put something up on Sunday and Tuesday that I've not filmed already, I don't know. So I might say, oh, I like the colour blue, and then I might tell you 3 of my favourite things that are blue. I've not actually done that, but I'm just saying I've gone into some extra detail on a lot of the facts about me, and I've done that because I've got a lot of new followers recently. I know like a lot isn't, like I've got about 30 in the last 2 months, 3 months, so I thought I'd let people get to know me, and there's people who've probably been watching me for a long time who don't watch everything that I do and don't know much about me, and there's things that I've said that I've never said before. Nothing life-changing, but you might find something out about me, basically. So I filmed that, and it took about 30 minutes. I'm thinking, oh my god, my dad's due home. So I did the one, what did I do next? Oh, I did the one that I thought I'd get through quickest, and I did it. I filmed for about 10 minutes. I know for a fact that one is not going to go up in March. I'm probably going to put it up in April, but I filmed it because I knew I wanted to film it, and it's a story time experience for females that females may want to watch. There's probably males that are going to watch it because they're nosy, and some are a bit too nosy and like to listen to things like I'm talking about, but I think having certain things done are important, and in it I do talk about how I avoided having this thing done twice. It's not the video I was talking about the other week about my doctor, it's something else. So I filmed that and then got changed again. So I got changed for that. I'm giving away my secrets here. I changed my top for every video. So the first video I had like my maroon burgundy jumper on, that's by Esprit, the fine knit one. Then I changed it into a black top that's got flowers on, and with my cardigan. I used to wear that top all the time. I don't really wear it anymore, and I'd like to buy something to replace it so I can get rid of it, but whilst I can't afford to, it's not worn out or anything. I've just had it a while. And then I changed again into something that I bought last year when I bought 5 things from an eBay seller, and it's still got its tags on. It's like a tunic top, but I don't know what to wear it with outside the house, and that's why I've never worn it. Because originally I was going to wear it with like leggings and some kind of slip-on mule type things, but I don't wear leggings anymore, so I wore that. And actually the colour actually brought the blue out in my eyes, so I did get to finish my 3rd video, and I managed to put everything away and go downstairs, and I was downstairs starting my evening meal, and then my dad came home. So he came home almost the same time he normally comes home, so if he would have come home on time, I would have just about finished the first video. So they're ready. I was going to edit the Sunday one tonight, but it's half an hour long and it'd probably take me an hour to edit it, so I'm going to hopefully edit that tomorrow evening and upload it Thursday night going into Friday. What did I want to say? My fringe needs cutting. I have got my appointment booked, but I'm going to have to put up with it for a little while longer. So I can't go to the doctor's today, technically Thursday now. Like I said on Tuesday, there is stuff going on at the moment, and I've got to get up in the morning. It's 3 o'clock. I'm probably going to not even lie down till about 4, so it's going to kill me to get up. When my alarm goes off, I've literally got an hour to shower, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, have something to eat. I've got 2 things to do that are going to take about 20 minutes, so literally have 40 minutes to do all that. I don't know if that's, well, I have no choice but to do it all. If I have to come back and do stuff as well, I'll have to do it. So I've got to go and do something important, then I'm going to nip to the shop. I want to get I got a new Sephora on Tuesday. It's called Springtime. I love it. I've used it today. I did soda crystals down my plug hole with a dishwasher tablet. You would have seen me do the dishwasher tablet before, but I put soda crystals down with the tablet on top, and then after that went down I did the Sephora. Absolutely love that Sephora. So knowing my luck, I probably won't be able to get my hands on one, but I'm going to try, and there's a couple other things that I want. Then I've got to go and do something that I've not done for a long time. I'll film myself where I am, so you'll probably be able to guess what I'm doing. Then I've got to go and do something else, and then I get to come home eventually at some point. I don't know when. Hopefully it won't be an all day thing, but I don't know. What I'm doing, because it involves someone else and it's about someone else, I'm not going to tell you what the main bulk of what I'm doing tomorrow is, but you will see me somewhere that you've not seen me in a while, in between what I'm doing. Then when I come home, I want to edit Sunday's video. If I've got enough for part 1 of a vlog, I might edit that if there's enough room on my phone. I want to do another blog post I want to read, because one of my goals is to read 3 books, and I'm about 4 chapters into one of the books, and it's like the 14th. So that to-do list is getting more and more scary. Do you know, my goals list, because I've not even done 10 things. I've wrote about 12 blog posts out of 30. I've gone to bed twice before 1 o'clock out of 10. So I need to crack on with that, but I'm very ill as well. In an ideal world, I could really need to go to the doctors today, but I can't because I don't know what time the doctor will ring back or what time they'll want me to come in. If I knew what time they'd ring me back, like if I could do it so they would ring me before I have to go out in the morning, I would do it. But even if I rang at 9 in the morning, it doesn't guarantee they're going to ring me back in time before I go out. And then they might want me to go there whilst I'm out, so I can't. I'm having to put up with a lot of illness at the moment. There's stuff I've not talked about, and it's not because it's a massive secret or anything, but it's just because I just don't have the energy to talk about it. But I am really struggling. I fought off a migraine twice today. Once was when I'd gone downstairs and I was sorting my dad's dinner out, and I was cutting the onion, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open because they were stinging, and I don't know if it was because I got eye cream in my eye or if it was the fumes from the onion, because the onion was very strong. Every time I went in the kitchen, like actually you could smell it throughout the house. It was a really strong onion, but I ended up getting, like, I couldn't keep my eyes open. They kept closing like every 5 seconds, and I was like that, and they were stinging, and the light was stinging my eyes. Then I started to get quite a bad headache, and I was like, oh god. So I had a couple of cold drinks, and I came up here and I was doing my makeup, and I was there like in the bathroom window mirror like that, like forcing my eyes open. And once I'd finished drying my hair and stuff, I felt a lot better. But then I was like, oh god, I don't feel great. So I had another dose of painkillers. I've had 4 lots of painkillers in less than 12 hours. I had some before I came upstairs as well to bed with some codeine. And then I started to get the headache again around 10:30. So I'm scared I'm going to wake up with a migraine. If I wake up with a migraine, I'm in big trouble, because I will still have to get on with my day. And I won't be able to ring the doctors, because if the doctor rings when I'm driving tomorrow, I won't be able to take the call. The doctor potentially might say, Melanie, come in at 11 o'clock, and I'll be like, So I'm having to put off till Friday, but knowing me, because I know my doctor's in, I'll probably put it off till Monday. Then I could be severely ill over the weekend. And I'll tell you what, I know I'm sat here with a face full of makeup, acting like everything's okay. This is my mask. This is me pretending everything's okay. I had to do this to film my videos. My eyes have been bloodshot all day, can you see? I'm fighting off a migraine. I can feel it again. I'm feeling really unwell. And I'm scared to death I'm going to wake up with a full-blown migraine, and I don't have time for that. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll chat tomorrow. I'm not really feeling the vlogs at the moment, as you'll see today, or last Thursday for you. I just put 2 up. And I'm going to go. Also, that's the Flora video. Didn't work. Luckily I hadn't deleted it, because normally once it's uploaded and I've seen it play, I'll delete it, and I didn't, and I was so glad I didn't delete it because it wouldn't play. Then when I re-uploaded it, it played the original and the second one, but I thought, well, I don't need them both, so I put the second one on private, and it was the same video twice, and the first one wouldn't play, so I've put the first one on private and the second one plays, so I'm just going to delete the first one.